Salutations! Welcome back to Adventure Game Studios at Adventure Games in Dixon City, PA, home of the beautiful DX Racer showroom. Lovely. I am, as you know, Chibiiris. You may call me Chi. Thanks again for playing with me tonight. I love having a guest, especially since I'm playing games like Fatal Frame, which I love dearly. As we are leaving off, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this game. Somewhat. I feel like we're near the end of the chapter. Then I believe there's only like 1 to 2 after this. We've been slowly finding out a little bit more of the demon tag. Last episode we were also playing with the lovely mask. And we got the blinded mask, which means we can go back downstairs into that lovely pit of fun. So again, let's go. Okay, so let's see what we actually have going for us today. We have the mask of reflection. We have the blinding mask. We have a mirror piece because we kind of beat up a child to get it because we're lovely people. And there's no safety nets. There's a spirit stone. Yep. So let's see how many times I died today. I feel like I'll use the mask to get us a little bit quicker. There's always a hole in the ground. No matter where you go, there's always a hole in the ground. Da, 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 da. Is it this way? Or no, it's the other one. This hallway. It'll be fun if I'm already getting lost today. He's such a cheerful mask. Oh, he's a happy mask. So how is everyone today? I know at least when my week has been pretty interesting, but what about you guys? Okay, I grab my mask for safekeeping. I don't know if I need it or not ever, but I like having it. Okay, where are we hanging out at? Okay, so we kind of want to go back outside. Oh, that didn't help me much. Yay. See this room. Da, 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 da. Whee. Came on the room. Okay. Just because I had to. It's not like I purposely made this detour. Actually, I swear I didn't. Whee. Okay, we're to the house. just for the sake of speed and timing, one more save. I probably could have done that before the start, but okay. Back down the stairs we go. I didn't do it. It's like the whole floor of this shook. I was saying, I didn't do it. Whee. Actually, what's my camera up to? Do I have enough points for something? Speed? Anything in the bonus section? Yeah. I can do speed. Sure, there's nothing else. Because usually that's, I think, where my worst part is. Hey, bad computer. I don't like house shaking. That means something's about to happen. We don't like things about to happen. Well, technically we do. Otherwise we wouldn't be playing this game. Whoa. Hey. Where are you? Whoa. I am not Yay. No. Ugh. Good thing I saved. That actually makes it kind of hard to be up on that floor. And he teleports. Yay. Okay, back to life. See, that's why the room was shaking. Actually, probably not, but... Okay. Whee! You know what's bad? Is like, I sort of love the vibrations on the remote because it actually makes you kind of look more into it, but at the same time, like, I can't feel my hands. No, the worst is that usually I think it's the end game for Fatal Frames because they tend to really love using the vibrations on a set. Okay. Don't be scared. You killed me. I think that's being scared. I know. I could go back to maybe the hallway where it's nice and big. Yeah, so it's been an interesting week so far. I'm actually now officially a college student again. It's kind of like a blessing and a curse because there was always like things I do want to try out. Like I wish I could be a perpetual student, but it's always a drawback when it costs money to do so. And yeah. Let's see, can we go back the way we came? So we see him and go out the door, right? Damn. Whoa. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Now the question of the day. Haha, he can't kill me while I'm on the stairs. But he's gonna get me as soon as I get off it, right? Oh, he can't kill me while I'm on the staircase. You Buddy, no, don't. Seriously, don't climb up it. I can't. Lol. He got me on the staircase. That's so mean. Okay, so I guess the best plan of action is staying on the level, which kind of stinks. Because I feel like I can only do the one track, because every time I turn a corner, it gives me a little bit more of a risk. Wahaha. Mwahaha. But I kind of feel bad for him. He does miss my Yaye. And it's always bad when you lose somebody that in a bad fashion. Yeah, so you can definitely tell you're getting to the later part of the game when all the ghosts are mean and nasty. And I think like the one drawback of Fatal Frame. Okay. There we go. That's not really very good. Just keep him out in the middle. Thankful. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. Pop goes the weasel. Really, why is he so fast? Dang it. It should be right here. No, I don't want you near me. There's such thing as good touch, bad touch. Wahaha. So this is how we start today. I have a feeling I could technically go do other things at this moment. I wonder. Meow meow. Okay. So we start this again. Yeah, so this week was crazy because I got into the school. I got to talk to my advisor. Um, I'm technically a math major. And I have a teaching certificate. Yeah, so I'm technically, I went to school for mathematics and I got a teaching certificate. Every so many years I get to go back to school. Which is, again, I liked being the perpetual learner. But this time around, it's like, I've noticed a lot of schools, the, like, teaching math usually goes also with teaching computers. So I kind of want to go back for that. Unfortunately, this technically I have to go back for my certification, so it's always funny. Does computers count for math certification? I'm hoping so, because I don't want to spend money needlessly, but I think going for it is gonna be cool. And go this way, and then go that way. And oh, ah. Whee! Um, yeah, so my first class gets me Java. That's gonna be fun. I haven't done Java since, yeah, probably over a half a decade ago. Wahaha. I wish she would run faster. Come on, you can do it. I trust in you. I believe in you. Okay, up the stairs. Okay, get out. It's like, no, I don't want to twist around. I want to get out. Okay, start from the beginning. This time with a little more feeling. It's always bad when you get to the near an end of the game and you notice you have to play over again, because this is going to probably be a series of me getting stuck from now until the end of the chapter where things respawn. Unless, I wonder, is there any, I'm trying to think if there's anything in this chapter I missed when it concerns looking for things. I don't think so. Okay. So again, how are you guys doing out there? Hopefully staying cool, because I know a lot of places there it's like heat waves, like up even where we are, it's like 90 degrees, which is kind of funny because my fan went out and we don't have air conditioning. We have like these big house fan. We have this big house fan that kind of cools the house at night. No, run. Come on, run. Let's see where he is. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, so it's like super warm in my house, and there's no way to stay cool. Don't get stuck on my thing. Whoa! Come on. This way. Oh, I saw him. Run! Ow! 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 Ow. I feel like I'm pressing a lot of the wrong buttons today. It's not good. Where is he? Now? Oh, hit the wall. Oh, no, no, get out. There we go. Well, my camera. There we go. Be like that kind of photo. I don't hear him. Where is he? There he is. Whee! Oh, oh. Hey, I don't like you transporting that much. Whoa. Oh, shoot. Ah! Oh, alright, we're good. Christmas crochet projects. Oh, I don't want to think about Christmas yet. It's too early for Christmas. Technically it is. No, mine was sad because, like, last month, the store that I work at brought in the back to school candy. Yes, back to school is a very frightening subject. That's why ghosts are on all the candies. Ghosts, and I guess the teachers could be witches. Maybe. And I don't know. Maybe the principal's Frankenstein? Depending on what school you work at? Or go to school at? I don't know. But it's like, again, they had to say back to school candy. It's like, just don't sugarcoat it. We know exactly what it is. It's Halloween candy that we've really set out too early. It's the worst part is, like, again, when you transport right as you're turning a corner. So you're already trying to get used to the changes of the camera and your controls. And he's like, no, I just want to meet you. Come on. Don't get stuck on the graphics. Like the feelings of riggedy. Yeah. Whoa. Come on, faster. But would it be good candy if it wasn't sugar? Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's like candy's candy. Even like I say, the only part that becomes nice about it is the fact that it's on sale, and candy that's on sale somehow tastes better. Maybe, possibly. Uh, the sad part though is like again, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying not to eat all the candy, but every time I see it, it's like, ooh, but the bag of candy's so cheap. I should definitely get it. No, no, must not. But it's so cute, and it's in the shape of little ghosties. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to end up really, I'll probably find like myself like, why am I hoarding bags of candy in my room? Oh. Whoa. No, I don't like you going that way. Hey. Come on, don't you know there's a no-fly zone? Whoa. Come on, friend. It's always fun as you go in the camera mode. It's like, hello. Oh, why is he above me? Oh. It's your fault for being too tall. I feel like this should be like put to the tune of yakety sax. I don't know why. It would be fun. Yakety sax. That didn't count. That's me. Come on, cross shot should definitely count. Actually, would they notice that they've been shot in the crotch? Is there like, whoa? Because if you say it's like you're trying to target almost their heads, why not other areas? And that's why I realized I might be a jerk. Hey. Ah! He's cornering me. It's not fair. Like, you're not giving me enough distance, dude. Space. Space. You must like the space. Just as much as the space component of GLaDOS. Whoa. That's too close. Hey. Hey. What? Come on. No. Ah, get. The sad part is like, I feel like there is really no trick to this because you kind of want a little distance so you can get the charge on the camera, but he doesn't give you that room. And I go into camera mode, and of course it's looking straight ahead as opposed to up where he is. So I feel like in this case it's like, I need to talk about candy and make me feel better. Actually, for how much the candy I've seen, and like they kind of bring it and make sure the candy's everywhere. It's not even in like a certain section of the store. I have been essentially pretty good at not eating it. Now the cookies, on the other hand, that our store sells, maybe not so much. Okay. This is getting to be bad. And I'm actually really sad. Whee! Crumble, crumble, crumble. Oh, cookie crumbles. That's what I want, cookie crumbles. So if I defeat this ghost, do I get a cookie? Just a little bit? A tiny bit? Like, I feel like, again, with this one, it's love. It's a series of luck. There is some skill, but I love how there's like essentially like 2 games where your main character is called Yae. Did you ever notice that? Because the next game as well, you're actually the epitome of Yae. Ah, come on. Yeah, I'm going for cheap shots instead of the nice yellow shots. I apologize in advance. Because I know it's pretty much like, I wait till he gets close, and then he jumps behind me. But I feel like I'm playing with fire. Oh, you starting that again? I kind of got really close. I apologize. Yeah, like, for him to be in a perfect spot means to be in a very dangerous spot. And he kind of goes like in a clockwise pattern. Like he'll disappear, reappear, a little till like the side, then again a little to the side, and then finally he's behind. Like he'll go randomly behind you, and I don't like that. Yeah, go on for the cheap shot. Come on, I'll go there. Come on, move, move, little fluffy dude. Move. Come on, take the corner. No. Oh, that's what happened. I thought, like, again, I probably forgot to save before I added the speed, didn't I? Ha ha ha. So I'm kind of capping myself a little bit. Bad me. Okay. Whee. I know. Ah, come on. Again, it's like, I wish the chest shot count. Now, if it was a woman ghost, they would definitely, wouldn't it? Maybe it's just me. Things don't. That way? No, don't get caught. Too early to get caught on the door. Actually, I question it. No, I am on 32. Come on. That close to killing him? This would be a sad time to die, right? No! I called it. Oh, I called it. Okay. Let's try something out. I want to say it's like I saw myself as a little crazy before. Item, file, camera. With a okay. Hopefully, maybe that will give me a little bit of a. Come on. That'll give me a little extra oomph. I can hope. I definitely don't want to use my 74 yet. It's too early. Usually Wednesday I say wait till last day for 74. Then you get type 90 film, and then you get the fatal frame film. See, that would have been a nice area because, like, when he's out farther, I feel like I get a little bit more rounding of him. Yee. I didn't know you would be there. Nope. Get caught on the pillar. Ah. Yeah, so I definitely feel that I need Yakety Sax because this would fit so much better. The problem is, like, I guess that would kind of ruin the flavor of the game because you have that. He almost like with the waves in the back seems to transport teleport at certain sounds. But yeah, I don't think I'm reacting fast enough for that. I wish he would run faster. Let's see if I can get a first shot. I could have hoped to get a first shot on him. No, he gets me back. What an evil dude. How did I know you were going to beat me? There he is. Hey. Yeah, like again, he goes in a circular pattern. That I always catch him like mid to final. Ooh. That was close. Whoa. Hey. I want to be in the circle. I want to be out of the circle. Yeah. Ooh. I love like sometimes I can run through the ghost and then sometimes I can't. Nope. Whoa. That was close. Oh. Whee. No! Always that turn. It's going to be bad. Okay. Yeah, so it's been very warm up here. So I even like me sitting down. It's usually in kimonos. I'm actually pretty cool because the way kimonos are set up, you actually have like I would say ventilation. But even I can say today, it's like it's really warm outside. Here is nice because we do have a little bit of air conditioning. So guys, if you are around here and you need air conditioning, you can play some fun games. I tried. Can't blame a girl. Definitely can't blame a cat girl. It's like you could do it. I hope so. This time around, I could do it. Yeah. It's funny. He knows. Oh. The sad part is I have a feeling like we're at the part of the game where as soon as I finish this ghost, I'm gonna get attacked by another ghost. I just have that feeling. Okay, so since we're on this category of me dying a couple hundred times, like what games have you played where you got stuck on? Like I remember when I was a kid, when I first started playing Crash Bandicoot. Oh my gosh, all the fun of Crash Bandicoot. Now I'm like at that age where it's like, oh, I could definitely get through. What are you doing? I think it gets sometimes a little hyperactive with its teleportation. Nope, come on. I know you're close. I don't want you to be close. I don't like you that much. You smell. Ooh. Come on. No, don't get caught in the corner. Yeah. Around the corner. Here's the mask. I have the mask. You can't have it. I like it. I'm putting it on my porch and calling it Gregory. Actually, I don't want to be called Gregory. Too many bad Gregories. Okay. Whee! Look at this. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. It's always fun when he's like so close on the screen and like he kind of covers the screen. Kind of reminds me of. Come on, friend. Too close. Whoa. Stop it. Stop it. Hey. No. Be nice. Oh. I hate when he's in my corner. Hey, come on. Out. I feel like his face reminds me of something. I just can't put my finger on what. And I can't say what. It's like I'm gonna have my finger stuck. What? Oh, that's so mean. So he has a nice little secret attack when he's low on health. He has like major burp. What was it? Is it a yawn or a burp? He was like, ugh, and then he died. Maybe a war cry? Very bad war cry. It's not like a hedgehog. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, like I say, I hate games that it's like you kind of get stuck where it's like you have to play so much to get to the place you're stuck. I bet. Ooh, that worked in my favor. Almost did it though. I don't know. Technically, I feel like I would only need 174 to really kill him. I don't want to use it. I like my 74s. Because he's going to get me with that yelling attack. No matter what I do. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, again, I have to change like a. No! Yeah, like especially when turning corners, I have to change direction. It's. Uh, there's this. No save system. Ooh. Yeah, that's always hard. Whee. I feel like there has to be something I can do. Whee. I was like, I feel like I wish there was a tactic to this, but there really isn't. I kind of wish I could double tap them. But maybe I still can. I don't think I tried it. Nah, second double tap doesn't work. And I know later on sometimes you can get a double tap in. Oh, so it's definitely a circle system, but some of the times the circles is very tight. Oh. Okay. I feel like I should start putting on like a little message on each of my things. It's like, watch as Chi gets attacked by a ghost. And it's like maybe it's like a boss battle of the week. Oh, it's like a D&D game. It's like boss battle of the week, except that usually the length of time it takes to defeat the boss is just because of the how many hit points as opposed to not dying and restarting. But this will be the one. This will be the time. I just go, nope, no bad touching. Yeah. I'm gonna be that one jerk. I know I shouldn't. I know I kind of don't want to. But I kind of hate teleporting ghosts. And it's like this level would be so much easier without it. I already have a charge on my thing? That's weird. Ooh. Kind of sounds like its own little chant in a way. Ah. Actually, no. I know exactly what it reminds me of. There is, what show was that called? Criminal Minds. And there was an episode where it's like the Santeria. I don't know. And the chant. This, yeah, I'm not gonna try double clicking with this. Come. Kind of close. Hey, tell me you're. Don't you dare put me in a corner. No, he puts baby in corner. Hey. Meow meow. There you go. A little close. Ew. Don't get caught on corner. Whoa. Hey. So it's either, do you want Mikoto or do you want Yae? Make up your mind. You have a choice. You can either get Mikoto or you can get Yae. Where is he? Dang it. I lost him. I don't know where you put the mask. Oh. Meow. So again, it's like if I get him right before he screams, but sometimes like he just goes right in front of me to do so. And he wasn't there a second ago. Technically, he's in two places at once, which kind of mean. Because you actually see his spirit still disappearing when he shows up on the other side. So I feel like I'm doing a little bit better with. I don't like using it, but like I'll be kind of sad if this is the only thing I do today. Well, I'm talking to you guys, so that's always a plus. Because, yeah, I had 3 jobs. I don't get out much. I like to think I get out a lot, but work doesn't really count. At least I think it doesn't count. Ah. Wow. Ew. What a pretty looking face. What a pretty ghost you are. Actually, like, if I'm to be honest, his face kind of reminds me of like, those like old, uh, like Greco like bust, or is like the eyes, so maybe like a Caesar Augustus kind of thing going on. Like, I feel like that's a cheap shot. Because, it, like, again, when he already appears in front of you, you cannot go into camera mode. You have to make sure you got him before he transports in front of you. So if he's in some place that you can't reach, like, if it wasn't for the fact that he can, like, technically, he can't one-shot kill me. Usually I have a couple, like, shots of him doing that, but at this point I can't because I used all my health during the last run. Which is surprising that I did. that gonna be mean to me this time? Oh, I'm done with the wall. Ah. Where? Really? Whee! Hey. Hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Eat that! Hey. Hey. Ah. Shoot. Okay. You can almost tell like when he's going to circle you because it's like how he says the IA. But hey. That close? Seriously? I couldn't get back into camera mode in time. I pressed the button for it. Yeah, it's like his last hurrah. And it's like, again, if I had more life, it wouldn't be as bad. Yeah, I miss games like though that challenge me, but then give me at least enough. I say enough rope. Like this game, technically I have the save spot. If I had been conserving life, this wouldn't have been as bad. Like it is challenging. Most people say, even I remember when I was playing it when I'm young, I would have to restart the game like 3 times before I finished it. And I kind of miss like games from that time that did that. As long as it gave me a good chance to when I replayed it. Like the ghosts are almost I say in a sense randomized. Um, so sometimes you don't get the same ghosts in the same place twice. he taunts me. Meow meow. Okay. This time I'm not gonna fail, right? Well, sometimes it's not about the destination, it's the journey. Yeah, gotcha. And I keep saying to myself, like, by next week I'll have myself like caught up again, and then the week happens, and before I know it, I'm back at Tuesday again. You ever get that point of your life where it's like the days are so jam packed they don't seem like days anymore? Like I feel like I was just here a day ago playing this, and I kind of like it in that sense because I'm like, oh, I remember still how to play it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah. I like when he comes like gets a little bit closer, but then it's like, oh, you're above me, you evil thing. Well, I stopped pressing the button and he kept on running. That's scary. Hey, no. Oh, yes, I know you're looking for Mikoto. Well, hey. Oh, don't get caught in the corner. Okay, now get out of there. I was like, yes, we saw the guy. We took his picture. Like, I feel like I'm going mad by this, but I'm confused and intrigued at the same time. Like, I think I finally hit the sad point of no return. And then back part of my brain goes, no, not time for singing Phantom of the Opera. That would make my head explode. I had a feeling he was right behind me. Water. It's good for you. Again, I actually got dehydrated earlier today. Because again, there was like there's no system of cooling in my house. And when I fell asleep, but when I woke up, it's like my body didn't bother to wake me up to notify me that it's like, oh yeah, you should have water. So I almost feel like I know what a hangover feels like, because I woke up and it's like my head hurts, my throat is dry, I kind of want to go back to bed, but I know it won't help. And then I realized, oh yeah, my hands are wet now. What did I learn? I learned not to take a drink and play the game. Even though it's like I can't say I can compare it to make it the entire excuse. Wahaha. Back to the door. Hello, door. Me and this door are becoming friends. Just think of all the muscle strength she's getting by opening those doors. Actually, for how long she's been running around this mansion, I probably would have been like, you know what, Ghost? Nope, just take me. Too much exercise. Just so I can get a picture at him. Just because it made me feel better. Ow. I don't care for you. Eh? Run! About face forward, march. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh. I think it's like I should try taking a shot at him every time my computer's like, no, I don't want to run no more. I don't care where the mask is. You can't have it. It's mine. Mine. I say what I kind of want to make sure I defeat this ghost before I sign off today. But like I feel like I'm putting you through watching this, and you probably shouldn't have to. But it's like, again, if you guys have any ideas that might help me, I'm up for it. Because I think I used to know how to do some of these ghosts. Like the trick with the blinded. I knew. Because I was always having fun playing around with the E. The E. But no, I'm getting old. I'm not remembering things like I used to. So another reason it's going to be fun going back to school. I hope I remember something. I'll be like the person in the classroom that's like, not, I wouldn't want to say computer illiterate, because I know a lot, like quite a few things about computers, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of like young whippersnappers. Yes, I can actually say the word young whippersnappers. Because I feel like it was going back to that old like phrasing, really. Um, that old thing about computer natives. Technically, I was the first generation of computer natives because I technically grew up with computers. But I feel like there's still a case where it's not the same computers that I grew up with. Like half the things we say, I still remember dial-up. And I'm probably going to be one of the last generations to do so. I remember when fixing your video game meant taking the cartridge out and blowing into it. I remember when, like, the one store I worked at, and like some of the younger people at the store don't believe me when I say there was a time before the little scanner guns. So when you had a big item, you physically had to pick up the item, run it across, either that or memorize the code for it. And I still know too many codes to this day for that fact. How fast the computer is. Like, there used to be a time that you would start up your computer, get the internet running, and by the internet running, I mean starting the dial-up. You would hear the little screechings of the dial-up. You would go have dinner with your family, and I mean not like a quick dinner by any means, big solid dinner. And then hopefully by the time you finish, it would be in like the last throng of applying to the internet. But like, I remember a time when the game I'm playing right now used to be the fastest graphic intensive game I could find. Like, in comparison to some of its predecessors, yeah, we could say the graphics were bad now, but we used to call what I'm doing smooth. Like smooth rendering, because I'm actually running and I can run. But if I'm being truthful to myself, it's like, that's a far jump. I wish I could do a second shot on this guy. So mean. And it's strange. It's strange to think about. Whoa. Oh my gosh, when we first heard of the PS2 coming out, it was like, it was, and then they told us the specs, and a lot of the specs were like in megabytes. Gosh, things traveling in megabyte form now. Oh my gosh, that would be forever. It would take like 3 days to load a game onto when I first got Steam. Now it's like, oh, it's taking longer than 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, there's something wrong with my computer. let me in. Ugh. It's fine because again, I could press it, but like as soon as I start hearing him talk, like groan, I knew I lost. Ugh. One more time, and then I might have to do this. Fortunately, on my own. I really like playing with you guys because again, I can't tell you how fast my heart is racing right now. And I know that's probably making it worse. But I do love this game. I can't say that I do love this game. More than probably I should. uh, like some people say, oh, if it's causing like actually health issues, why you keep playing? But it was that marvel, that charm. And again, I didn't used to always be bad with this. There used to be a time I was pretty good at this. And well, when you say pretty good, it's like I wasn't the best at it. Yeah, I never got to grow up to be like the video gamer. I played as many games as I could get. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm stuck in a loop at this point. I apologize, guys, for this. I hope that we had at least enough good conversation during this time. Again, I feel like I'm just gonna restart from the beginning. I know I keep saying that, and then life seems to happen. But I feel like I got myself signed up for my courses. At least that far, I can. I'm in a lull. It's like my mom's feeling better, so I'm not as attached to the hip as I used to be. Trying to take care of her. For the most part, I hope nothing wrong happens this week. So I can at least try to put in better hours to this. Again, I have a far way to go because it's like 5 hours and 41 minutes of gameplay. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. As always, thanks for playing with me. Thanks to DX Restive for this nice comfy chair. Thanks to Adventure Games. Again, America's oldest gaming tabletop and computer gaming store. See you next week. Same time, same place, different kimono. Hopefully a nice little fancier one. Like this one I feel is like one of the lowest levels of a kimono. Um, maybe something a little bit shinier and colorful. Okay. Have a good one, folks.